Let's face it, guys, retail's a chaotic world.
From those who work on the shop floor to the ropey customer trying to wangle a refund on a sweaty yet supposedly unworn pair of pants. We all have a story.
We chat to the sales assistants shackled to the cash desk, hoping and dreaming for that big break that will free them from the shop floor once and for all. And also to the incredible shop workers who love what they do but struggle to pay the rent or even dare to dream of getting on that elusive property ladder.
We're giving a platform to the shop owners who are transforming the retail landscape and the family businesses who continue to make retail work against all the odds.
Jasmine, are you ready for a deep dive into life on the shop floor?
Timothy, let's go.
So, Jasmine, cat's out of the bag.
Big old cat.
Out of that big old bag. So, yeah, guys, we've been outed.
Timothy didn't come out again.
I am a homosexual. No, so obviously we kept the podcast under wraps until it launched, but we had put out a few shorts. And yesterday I heard rumblings from the shop floor that
our colleagues found out.
Were aware. I think it was people you may know on Instagram.
Yeah, that algorithm.
That damn algorithm.
It works wonders.
But actually it was quite freeing. And obviously the whole podcast is about us celebrating retail. And, you know, I love what I do. And celebrating the people that work in retail.
Exactly, and we're proud of it. We're absolutely proud to share with other people.
We're retail champions.
What we do, and you know, share stories of others, not just our own, because everyone's interesting. And I think, what have we got to hide about that?
Nothing to hide. I think the people that are fearful, that says more about them.
Yeah.
You know, we're nice people.
We are. Trust us.
So what are we talking about this week?
Today is the elusive celebrity.
Love a celebrity shopper.
In retail, I'm sure everyone knows.
Who have you met? Either working in retail or shopping. Have you ever been shopping and bumped into a celeb on the shop floor?
You see, I'm one of those trying to be cool people who's like, if I see celebrity, I don't want to pretend like I know them or act really crazy.
Give them their space.
I'm like, I respect their privacy.
They're people too.
Yeah, I'm that person. So I have definitely seen people. I literally saw Theo James the other day.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, you're too old.
Who's Theo James?
He's this super attractive man who is in Divergent. He's in a load of stuff. He's just been in White Lotus.
Okay. Love White Lotus.
Yes, he was the guy in The Couple, you know, in the one when they're in Sicily.
Okay, yeah.
The very hot guy, yeah. He was in a shop near where I live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, in the sticks?
In the sticks, I know what's going on. He was going into an organic food shop.
Wasn't Poundland.
Definitely not.
Talking of, go on.
But, so I'm always second guess myself because I see people I think are people and they're not. And so I looked him up and he was...
It's a looky-likey,
yeah,
usually.
and I thought, oh God, I'm going to get it wrong. And I was such a psycho and I found out where he lived online. I found out his favourite pub, which is really close to me.
I don't think you should be talking about this. You're going to get arrested.
It was like in a Vanity Fair interview. And then, you know what I did? I thought, just to make sure, he was with someone that was pregnant. And I looked up, he is expecting a baby this summer.
What, he's pregnant?
No, he was with his partner.
Oh, okay.
So it was fully confirmed Theo James was seen in a shop.
Wow. But talking of Poundland, do you know who I've seen in Poundland?
I feel like Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, you're not going to know who this is. Caprice. She's like a 90s socialite. Huge in the 90s, you know, just would go to the opening of an envelope. Like me then. A bit like you. And I think she had like a swimwear label, but a huge like Tara Palmer Tompkinson. No. I spotted her in there. But she had like a swimwear label. It was a time of like the Tara Palmer Tompkinsons, Tamara Beckwith, Caprice. And I saw her in Poundland in Notting Hill. Apparently it's her favourite store.
What was she picking up?
Well, things that cost £1, clearly.
Not everything. Some things are £2.
I haven't been in there recently, but it's a great shop.
With cost of living crisis, I'm sure it's called the £5
Whenever I've been broke, Poundland. But even things like birthdays, you know, you want to get like little goodies, sweets, things for kind of
they do branded
party
things
bag
too.
fillers. It's the place.
Love a Poundland.
I like a Poundland.
So you saw her. Who else have you seen recently?
Oh my God. I don't think anybody that recently. There's been a bit of a dry spell. But I used to see people when I worked in store, like Selfridges, you would see people.
Yeah.
Who was the big one? Donatella Versace. Yeah,
That's a really good one.
and her daughter, I can't remember what her daughter's called, but Donatella kind of shuffled into the concession that I was working in.
Were you in Versace?
I wasn't in Versace. No, she was
Heard it here
shopping. She was
first.
shopping at another
Yeah.
brand. I mean, the most incredible face you've ever seen. It's so,
She looks completely different
It's a
from
work
when
of
she
art.
was younger.
you know.
She looks completely different. That's a good one. Who else do I? I've seen Ed Sheeran. No, you know what it was? I saw him and he was on the tube and no one was really recognizing
I mean,
him.
I wouldn't. Even if I
wouldn't.
did recognize him, I'm not sure if I would want to look at him.
No, but he's very good at incognito, I think.
Cap.
I mean, maybe it wasn't him and I'm lying, but
I mean, I'm not going to be checking him out. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, it wasn't like Theo
I'd be
James.
like, that
when
looks
I
a bit
saw
like
Theo
Ed
James.
Sheeran. I would just go back to reading the Evening Standard.
Yeah, so I think I saw him. Who else?
It's quite cool when celebs go on the tube, though. Like, do you ever see, I think Rihanna was playing the O2 and she would take the tube from the
No.
hotel. Yeah, it's the quickest way of getting there.
No way.
Yeah, and like fans that were going to the concert were like, oh my God, Rihanna's on the tube with us.
I didn't think celebs got the tube. I only thought it was like members of the In-Betweeners cast that ever got the tube.
Really?
Yeah, I see the people post
My
photos of them all
sister
the
loves the
time.
In-Betweeners.
Louis Theroux, I think he gets the tube.
Love Louis. I think
We
he
love
lives
him.
close to me.
I would be really excited if I saw him.
Yeah, if
Who
Louis
would
is listening.
let us know? Who would you be excited to see though? Who's like, because I know you've seen a lot of people over the years, but to see incognito is a difference. You know, when they're sort of live in their natural habitat.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know.
You're not
who
starstruck anymore.
I'm not massively starstruck. I mean, yeah, there's no one that I would like to see.
I saw Lila Moss.
That's
do you know
Kate's
Kate Moss's
daughter?
daughter in New York.
Yeah, I've served Kate Moss.
Yeah.
She's really sweet.
I would love to meet her. That's someone if I saw, I'd be like, wow. My favorite thing is when you see a celebrity and they look just as good. And
She looks incredible. She's like the original rock chick. She's really unassuming, very polite,
That's good.
quite chatty. Yeah, she's cool. She's a cool one.
And you've met Victoria Beckham.
I have.
How have you forgotten that?
Yes, I have met Vicky B. That was cute. I've never really been a fan of Victoria Beckham. Kind of respect her.
Yeah, of course, but not
I
like
wouldn't
a-
say a fan. And that was quite recently. I spent like an hour with her in the store.
That's wild to me.
And we just chatted. It was super cute. And I came away from it. I bet this is what every celebrity hopes that happens after when you're talking about having met someone. And I remember saying to, my friends, my housemate, I was like, she's a really nice person.
Oh, well that's
Like
so
a really nice girl. She was talking about her and Harper and just really sweet and decent.
Did it feel genuine?
Yeah, totally genuine.
That's really nice.
I mean, obviously she looked incredible. Like,
Unbelievable.
yeah, just immaculate.
I'd love to just like look at their skin.
Yeah, she's perfect.
Flawless.
She's great. Love her.
She's my height.
But
I'm
now
pretty sure she's tiny.
Now I'm a fan.
Now you're a fan.
Yeah,
Now,
fully.
now,
Joined the fan club, got the t-shirt.
yeah, that's really nice.
No, I'm not stalking her though, like you.
I would never. I don't think I've ever stalked anyone. But who else have I had? I had somebody come in once Emerald Fennell.
Oh, I know that was your fangirl moment.
This was my one moment. I never say anything. If I've ever served anyone that's famous, I try and keep it quite natural.
Emerald is a script writer
Yes, she's
and an Academy Award winner.
and
Amazing.
an actress. So she's
Yeah, she's
many
incredible.
talents. And she came in.
So what has she written?
She wrote a film called Promising Young Woman, which I loved. And ever since I was young, I was waiting for it to come out. When I was a bit younger, I was waiting for this. Like a really great revenge film about Carrie Mulligan stars in it. And she gets revenge on these guys who sexually assault
Oh my
women.
God, I've seen this.
So good.
Is it the one where they kill?
Yeah. She dresses up as a nurse at the
Yeah,
end.
I've seen it.
So
And
she wrote that.
I don't want to give away, but yeah.
Yeah. It's
That's
amazing.
an incredible movie.
So good.
I never know the names. I never remember the names of movies until someone jogs my memory.
So she wrote that, and that's something I was so excited for. And she also wrote a lot of Killing Eve, also
Okay.
amazing, female
My dad
orientated.
loves Killing Eve.
And so when she came in, I recognized her straight away. She's got a really distinctive face. and no one else did, obviously. And I got to check it was her because I didn't want to just go, hi, oh my gosh, I know you. And it wasn't her. That'd be so embarrassing. And she had to write her name down for like an item. And as soon as she wrote it, I went to the back room and
Shaking.
I was shaking. Yeah, literally in my hands, the receipt. And I'm thinking, how do I approach this now? Do I just,
Oh, that's
and
cute.
I remember saying to her, I really appreciate all the work you've done. I think you're an amazing female,
That's so nice.
empowering
and
woman.
I'm so sure she was so happy to hear that.
I said, like, seeing films like that means a lot for young women. And it was really nice. And she said, thank you. And I was like, I was talking about it for about 2 hours after to people who had no idea who she was.
That's so cute.
So, yeah.
Love that. Who else?
I mean, I know who people have seen that I haven't seen, like Sophia Richie. She came by.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, everyone was really excited about that.
Paris. I've met Paris in the
Paris Hilton.
store in Ibiza.
No.
She's incredible.
I love Paris Hilton. I have such a soft spot
She's
for
a
her.
pop culture icon.
She invented the selfie.
Yeah,
She's the
amazing.
reason social media exists.
Have you seen Cooking with Paris?
Yes, I love it. Have you seen a documentary about her?
Yeah, it's harrowing.
It's
and
terrifying.
very brave.
It explains
very
a lot
brave.
because I've always liked The Simple Life. I used to love watching that.
Simple Life is hilarious. But it explains the persona. It's obviously a protection device,
Yeah.
you know? It's a coat of armor, you know?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
When you're a celebrity, you kind of need that to be able to distance yourself.
And I think it depends what you're a celebrity for as well, how you act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think she was dissed for having no talent, but she's clearly supremely talented.
Yeah, she would have made it this far. It's like Kim Kardashian. People that are always, you can knock her for many things, sure, but you can't knock them for like being untalented.
Yeah.
Because they've obviously done something. Personal
Got $1 billion in
personal
the
branding.
bank account. I think they know what they're doing, you know?
So you met her. I know you've also met someone I really like.
Who?
Shazza.
Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
a
my
big
gosh.
fan of the Osbournes.
Yeah, same.
They're so
Love
jokes.
Sharon Osbourne. So, yeah, Sharon Osbourne came into a store that I used to work in and super nice. Obviously, she's British, so she has a home in the UK. I
Yeah.
think in Windsor, somewhere
Really?
just outside
Rogue.
of London. And yeah, the place that I worked sold these like really beautiful vanity kits and you could emboss them with a name, you know? So she saw these and they were black. So she was like, these would be perfect for Ozzy for his makeup. So I'll take 2 of those for his makeup artist. So my colleague was serving her. I'm just kind of listening and making small talk. So she was like, yeah, I'll take 2 of these for Ozzy. And can you emboss on them the Prince of Darkness? So cool. I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. So my colleague was like, yeah, filled out all the paperwork. All that was done. He was like, I'll call you when they're ready. She was like, great, I'll still be in the UK. I'll come in and pick them up.
Yeah.
Like a week rolls by, the product's ready, it comes into store. So yeah, he called, he was like, Sharon, the vanity kits are back. She's like, perfect, I'll be in for them tomorrow. She comes in. She was like, great, can I take a look at them? And they were in dust bags.
All excited,
Yeah.
getting ready, yay.
And she opened them. She was like, darling, this is Princess of Darkness. It's like, Prince of Darkness for Ozzy, darling. So good. You'd emboss both of them, the Princess of Darkness.
Oh, God.
She was like, I'm not sure how Ozzy will feel about being called the Princess of Darkness.
I can imagine she'd make a joke out of it.
Yeah, I mean, such a good sport. She thought it was fucking hilarious. We were all like rolling around laughing. It was so funny. And super cool, you know? Often celebrities are like, well, you hear all the aggro stories, but she was like, oh, no worries. We'll just get them redone
Also
for me.
nice that she came in.
Yeah.
So many people just send their assistants. So,
Yeah.
you don't get the excitement as much.
Yeah, and also, people like to shop. That's the whole point to this podcast. It's like there's a place for shops, in this
Yeah.
world, and people like to shop. And this store was in like a quiet part of London.
Yeah, she probably felt more private.
Yeah.
Good for her, Shazza.
Love Sharon.
Who else?
Cher. I've met Cher.
Oh, yeah.
Love Cher. All the gay icons.
I know you.
Sharon. Cher. Who else?
Oh, wouldn't it be like Barbara Streisand?
That's where I draw the line.
Liza Minnelli.
Love Liza.
She'd have been a good one.
She's incredible.
What's
Actually,
Cher
I heard a story, I think a friend of a friend, maybe she was in a play or putting on a one-woman show or something.
Already this story is vague.
In London. No, this is a true story, right? And then the theatre manager, obviously, has built a rapport with Liza. Liza's doing, so many dates at this theatre. And I think she asked if she could stay the night at his for whatever reason, like, I don't know, she flew in late, he collected her. He's like, yeah, of course, stay the night. He's like, 3 weeks later, Liza is still on my sofa, chain smoking cigarettes. I'm like, we don't know how to get rid of her.
Oh my gosh, Liza, I need to get my own
I would never want
place.
her to leave.
I'd be excited.
Yeah, incredible.
Could you imagine? In fact, I'd probably get to the point where I'd just move out and say, it's your place now.
It's yours,
It's
Liza.
fine. Take it.
Take it. Take me.
That's a really good story.
Yeah, but Cher, amazing. So
What was she buying from you?
Ugg boots. It was like, I think maybe
This was back in
2005.
the original.
Harvey Nicks, you get all the celebs in. And I think Harvey Nichols has always been known as the department store where celebrities like to shop. Because it's not too touristy. It's quite quiet. It's not like Selfridges. Like, it was Britney's favourite store. So the Mandarin Oriental hotel is directly opposite.
Yeah.
And Britney would just come across and shop. Like, her favourite store in London.
We love that.
So Cher came in. I was working on the third floor for this, like, footwear concession.
Cher came in and you instantly dropped down 2 floors just to get to the CEO.
I was like, that's Cher. And also, a bit like you, I think there are times when they're like huge stars, you are a bit nervous.
Yes.
I could feel a little bit of a tremor going on.
Yeah.
And not a scrap of makeup, obviously long black hair.
Beautiful.
She was
Ironed.
with her sister and maybe her niece, so a young, probably like, I don't know, like 21, 22, who proceeded to lay out on the concession floor, the niece. Customers were just having to step over her. And Cher and her sister were chilled for like a good hour, just hanging out. I think they were just quite enjoying
They were like,
just
we need
chilling.
a new place to hang. We're going to sit
Yeah,
here.
and she was super, super nice. She bought 2 pairs of Uggs and was just like really cool. But the niece on the floor was a distraction.
Did you? It was a health and safety hazard.
I don't know, it was giving me prescription med energy,
Oh,
you know?
I
Like
love
kind
that.
of in a bubble.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll have whatever she's having. I've had a long day.
That jet lag really affected her. But do they not have security?
No security. Or often,
What?
I think again, this says a lot about the celebrity. You know, there are certain stars like Michael Jackson who needs to have security right by him. Whereas there's others would rather have this, they'll make the security step back, you know, just be in the distance. They want to feel that they're, you know, living a vaguely normal life. Yes, there's security there, but they're not right up next to them. Do you know what I'm saying?
You'd probably want them right up next to you. I know what you're like.
Yeah, I mean, if they were hot.
I'd want the incognito security. You know, they train women to be security guards for like female.
I know I wouldn't want
Celebs.
that. I'd want some really fit.
Yeah, I know you would. Some
Muscled.
muscle
I've been
man.
paying for it.
That's not what you're paying for.
So yeah, so Cher was a biggie.
I actually, now you've mentioned Harvey Nicks, I saw Serena Williams
Wow, that's a big one.
last year. It was
She's
obviously
incredible.
during
An
Wimbledon.
icon.
Yeah, going
icon.
into Gucci.
Okay.
She was going into Gucci, and I think they had a collab with Adidas.
Okay.
You know that collab they did last year? It's like very sporty tennis wear kind of
Okay,
energy.
cool.
So she was going in there. I don't know, it wasn't pressy, but she was definitely with her partner.
Interesting.
And she looked exactly...
And that was Harvey Nicks.
No, it's just into the Gucci opposite. You know, on Sloane Street.
Interesting.
I know. And that one, and I'm not a huge sports fan, but even seeing her, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah,
London for
amazing.
you. You can just walk past.
I'm not a sports fan. It's like if you met Roger Federer, you'd be like, whoa, this
one
guy's
is-
an icon.
If I met Roger Federer, I probably wouldn't recognize him.
Wouldn't you?
I don't watch sportsmen, I wouldn't recognize. You have to look different. Usain Bolt, obviously.
Yeah. Isn't he super tall?
Yeah.
What a dude.
I'd love to meet him. He seems really cool.
But do you know what just popped into my mind? Victoria Beckham, another amazing thing that I've heard. So obviously she has her own fashion label. She goes into the departments. So obviously brands come in, they do training with the teams. She herself goes into those stores and trains the staff. You know, talks them through the collection, talks about obviously the fabrics, the inspiration. That's amazing. And nobody talks about that, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, there aren't many celebs with brands, I can imagine, that are doing that.
Well, if you think about it, every celeb has a skincare brand now and a makeup brand. And I very much doubt any of them go in and do the makeup tutorial.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's quite rare that they're that involved.
Yeah, and it's usually produced like by an Estee Lauder, or I think Victoria Beckham's is, and
Is
like
it?
Tom Ford's is.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So no, and I think that's the thing, isn't it? You can become, if you have a brand, particularly as a celebrity, I think you can be quite removed from the process, you know?
Yeah.
You're the kind of representative, but she's fully involved, which is interesting.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.